Okay, in this one, we'll show how to solve the polynomial through factoring. So the very first thing, we have four kind of factoring. We have GCF, we got different up square, and then we also have trinomial ABC when A equal 1, and trinomial ABC again when A not equal to 1. So how can we do this? So take a quick look at this one. This is a trinomial because we have 1, 2, 3. So ax squared plus bx plus c. All you have to do is just make sure we factor them. And this one right here, a equal 1, b, the number in front, that's going to be positive 4. And then c is in negative 21. So this is the method that we're going to do. So let's do the little x. We always multiply a times c, gonna giving us 1 times negative 21, giving us negative 21, and b is 4. Our job is to find two numbers that add to give you negative 21, but multiply to get negative 21, but add to give you 4. So multiply right here and add to get 4. Well, I think possibly it's gonna be 7 and 3, but 7 times 3 doesn't give me negative 21, so one of them needs to be negative. If we combine them together, it have to give it 4, meaning the big number have to be the same sign. So this is going to be a negative 3 and then a positive 7. So that way, we're gonna end up on negative 21 and 7 plus negative 3 will be positive 4. So if we have our factor, all we have to do is write the factor in here. And we have 2x because this is x squared, so x and x. And then I will write out the factor. This is plus 7 and minus 3 equals 0. Now solving for x, as you can see, when we look at this, it's really hard to find out what's gonna cancel to make it equal to 0, but here we can see it easier. So it could be either x plus 7 equal to 0 or x minus 3 equal to 0. With that being said, we can just solve for x by doing the opposite. I wanna have x by itself. So we can plus 7, oh, my bad, opposite, so I can minus 7 on both sides. So minus 7 on both sides, then my answer will be x equal negative 7 because it's canceled out. Same thing over here, I can cancel. Technically you solve for x, right? So by plus 3 on both sides, and then you're gonna give us at x equal 3. So that's what it means by solving. Now, if you don't like to do like that, you can also just look at the number. The idea is to solve for x, meaning what is the value of x to make this equal to 0. So think opposite. Opposite of plus 7 is going to give us x equal negative 7. Think opposite, right? And then opposite of negative 3, it's going to give us an x equal positive 3. And that's how you find the answer. So that's what it means by solving for x. Okay, let's give it a try, another try. I'm gonna do it example number 2. We got x squared plus 4x. We only have 2 terms. So obviously it cannot be trinomial. It has to be either different of square or GCF, but in here, you're only gonna check for GCF first, but they have something in common, that is x. If x is a common factor, I will take it outside the parenthesis and I will leave everything not common inside the parenthesis. If you take x right here, we got 2x's divided by x, we have an x left. 4x divided by x, so we have a 4 left, so plus 4. And then what left is just equal to 0. Again, at the same time, we're gonna set, there are 2 parts, right? We have part 1, this one, and we have part 2. So you have to make the first part equal to 0, so x equal to 0, or x plus 4 equal to 0. This is 2 parts. X equal to 0, then it's just x equal to 0. There's no other way to say it. But x plus 4 equal to 0, then you do the opposite, minus 4 on both sides, giving you at x equal negative 4. So that is our answer for this question, okay? So that is how you solve. So as long as you know factoring, all of this is going to be a piece of cake, really. We just have to know factoring here. So let's do a few more examples until we feel really comfortable with that. So here is the last one. I have negative 8x squared plus 50. All we have to check for GCF first. Do they have anything in common? Well, a and 50 might look like a likely, right? Because they both is an even number, so the 2 go into them. So my GCF will be 2. I take it outside the parenthesis. We also start with a negative. I always tell you, if we start out with some kind of negative, like we start out a bad day, nothing we can do about it but just let it go or vent it out. So we keep the negative outside the parenthesis as well. So I put -2. -8 divided by -2 and given us at 4. X squared, which is bring it down. Positive 50 divided by -2 and given us -25. And that's going to give us equal 0. Okay, let's continue factor. And you can see right here, you already done GCF. And this is perfectly for 4x squared. And we can factor them out. We have 2 and 2. X squared is just x and x. And then 25 is 5 and 5. Lovely. So here we go. I'm going to continue doing everything. And right here, we know we talk about first come, first serve. Whatever come first, go first. So first come is 2x. And then second, we have 5 and 5. The side is always opposite. So minus and plus and minus doesn't matter as long as we have opposite sign. Now, how can we solve for x right here? All we have to do is look for x. We have two parties that have x involved. So party 1, party 2. You don't have to make sure we solve for this and make it equal to 0. So 2x minus 5 equal to 0, or 2x plus 5 equal to 0. The -2 right here is by itself. It doesn't involve x, so just leave it alone. How can I solve for x right here? I can show you fast way and also step-by-step way. Step-by-step way, to have x by itself, I can just plus 5 on both sides. It's going to give me 2x. This cancel out, so 2x equal 5. From here, I'm going to get divided by 2 to get x by itself. So it's going to give you x equal, this cancel out, so x equal 5 over 2, right? So that is how we got them, x equal 5 over 2. That's one way to do, and another way for you to just look at it. If you look at this, all we have to do is the opposite. What's the opposite of plus 5? -5. What's the opposite of multiply by 2? Divide by 2. Boom. That's going to be our answer. So, and we are done. So that is how you solve for them, okay? Finally, say the best for last. What would be your last factoring method is a trinomial. We have A equal A, B, C. A equal 3, B equal the number in front of A right here is -2. C is a number by itself, so -5. We do exactly what we do right here, so I'm gonna multiply. So A times C giving us -15, and B is -2. Our job is find two numbers that multiply to get -15, but add to giving us -2. So what number is that? What number that multiply can give -15? Think positive first. That's going to be 5 and 3. But 5 and 3 have something to do with -2, right? So that's going to be 5 and 3. We want to end up on -2, so one of them got to be negative. So we'll take -2, so we have the same sign. -2 plus 3 give me -2. Oh, my bad, -5, what I'm saying. -5 plus 3 give me -2. -5 times 3 give me -15. So we are good to go. While we have that, we're going to put everything here. So with this method, when A is not equal 1, you have to split the 1 in the middle. So right here, I'm just going to have, I will put the 3 right here because it's next to the 3. So plus 3A, and then right here, minus 5A. I will bring everything out alike. So I have 3A squared minus 5. We drop everything down. There's an equal 0 on the side, so we undo that. We'll split 2 parts. So the first part, they both have 3A, see the common factor. I would take 3A out. And then I will do a parenthesis for whatever not common. So 3A divided by 3A giving me 1A left. 3A divided by 3A give me plus 1. I have -5 and -5, so they both have a common factor, a -5. So I would take a -5 outside. I like to put the parentheses again. -5 divided by -5 is gone, so I have A left. -5 divided by -5 will give me a positive, so plus 1. And that's going to be almost there, right? both of them have a plus 1 is the same. As you can see, they have identical. So I have a plus 1 right here. And whatever left over, the not common, the blue one. So I will do 3a minus 5 equals 0. Okay. So again, we have two parties. Party number 1 that involved in A, party number 2 that also involved in A right here. So how can we solve for that? All we have to do is do the opposite. So let's do a trick way to, instead of work it out. You can see to make this equal to 0, opposite of plus 1. So A equal negative 1. To make this equal to 0, let's put A first, opposite of minus 5, positive 5. Opposite of multiply by 3, divide by 3.